It's week 9 in the NFL, and we kick off with Thursday night football between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. We break down the game, give you our best bet, and it all starts right now. Hey guys, it's Matt from GrandstandBettors.com. We start week 9 with some Thursday night football action between the Jets and the Colts. Before we get into our breakdown and prediction of that game, just a reminder, if you're new to Grandstand Bettors, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our NFL picks and predictions all season long. While you're at it, smash that like button if you are ready for some Thursday night football. So without further ado, let's dive in to the Jets-Colts matchup for this Thursday night. And the spread is sitting at 10.5 in favor of the Colts. The over-under is at 46, a little down from what it opened at 46.5. Jets coming into this one at a 2-5 record with wins against the Bengals and the Titans, which are two of the best teams in the AFC right now. Now, with the exception of those two games, they've actually been losing games by a touchdown or more, and a big reason for that has been the Jets' defense. The secondary just been lit up this season by opposing quarterbacks, and their run defense has not been much better. Teams like the Broncos, Panthers, and Falcons, who all rank in the lower half of the league in points scored this season, have put up a combined 72 points against the Jets. Now, the Colts, they've scored 30 or more points in the last 3 games, so the Jets are going to probably most likely be in trouble defensively again in this matchup. Offensively, early in the season, the Jets showed some flashes of how good their offense could be with the likes of running back Michael Carter, receivers Corey Davis and Jamison Crowder. Overall, though, where they've had problems has been the quarterback position with Zach Wilson. He has not exactly lived up to expectations as the second pick of the draft. However, he's not going to be playing. Mike White's going to be playing as Zach Wilson is injured. And when he came in against the Patriots in that first couple quarters, he did not look good at all a couple weeks ago. However, Mike White did look great last week. He threw for over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns in the upset win against the Bengals. Presumably, White will probably slow down this week, but as we mentioned, the offense, they have explosive players. They can make defenses pay here, and the game should be probably pretty interesting going into the third quarter. The Colts, they're a much better team in this matchup for sure, but they only have one more win than the Jets on the entire season. So they're coming off a 34-31 tough loss against the Titans, which was only because of an interception by Carson Wentz late in that overtime that set up a very short field for the Titans and the game-winning field goal. This, though, was his only third interception of the season, though. So it looks like when the pressure is on Wentz in a game, that's when he crumbles. All the other times throughout games, if there's no pressure on him, he's actually been playing very well this season so far. He's thrown for 14 touchdowns, almost 2,000 yards, and he looks kind of like his old self there behind center when it doesn't matter. Now, they're getting also great production out of their running back, Jonathan Taylor. This guy, 649 yards, 5 touchdowns this season. And their wide receiver, Michael Pittman Jr., 594 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. The offense, it's scoring 25 points per game, but even with that level of play, it's just not translating to wins. And the other issue on this team is on the other side of the ball, their defense. Now, when their defense has hurt them big is because of some key injuries that have happened. Their secondary, it's had to play with a lot of depth this season. Their run defense has given up 108 yards per game. Darius Leonard, he can't play everywhere, but he has been everywhere, and he is the heart of the defense. And how he goes is usually how the defense goes. But again, he can't be everywhere on the field. They're just not playing anywhere near the level that they were playing last year. And if it doesn't translate this week, then they could be in trouble again and might be able or might give up an upset win to the Jets. Now, their offense, they're putting up enough points to help them win games, but their defense just needs to start creating more turnovers and putting pressure on opposing quarterbacks. The Jets do not have a good offensive line, so if the Colts can generate some pressure on Mike White, we may see a few turnovers, and in this game, that may set up the Colts for some short field position, and a lot of points might be scored from those turnovers for the Colts. Now, with how both of these teams are up and down this season, it's really tough to pinpoint which Jets and Colts team is going to show up in this matchup. With that being said, we're going to shy away from the spread here in this game. We're going to look at the over-under. Both defenses have not been great this season. Combined, they're giving up 51 points per game with over 742 yards given up per game. The Jets, they're not going to put up 34 points here like they did last week, but the way their offense is moving down the field, they are capable of scoring touchdowns in this one and putting some pressure on that banged-up Colts defense. Now, the Colts, on the other hand, they're looking to get back on track this week after that devastating loss against the Titans. They should have no problem putting up some points here on this Jets defense. So, with our best bet of week number 9, starting off on Thursday Night Football, we're going to take the Jets and the Colts over 46 points. Now, join us Thursday night at 8:15 on our YouTube channel right here at Grandstand Bettors, and we're going to do play-by-play and some live betting for the game. So make sure you stop by, make sure you hang out with us, do some live betting, and enjoy some Thursday Night Football. But for now, sit back, relax, get ready for some Jets versus Colts, and we'll see you Thursday night.